Well, hey, Facebook, and wherever else we decide to share this. We are here to share with you an amazing message. I like to think it's the golden words of wisdom from my dear friend, Dr. Michael Gross. Look, I got it
Hello,
right.
everyone. So good to be with you again. How are you? I am happy to be here.
We have a beautiful opportunity to get together today to share with you some valuable information. And Michael and I were just talking. We love doing these, don't we?
We have a ball. It's great. The synergy is great, and we're hoping it's going to change your lives. And you'll tune into us every Sunday or the replays and use it in your life to improve your life, to bring love and joy and happiness. Because goodness knows what's going on now. We certainly need that.
Absolutely, Michael. And the cool thing is that every Sunday we come with a brand new message.
Absolutely. It's
Right?
great. Yes, we do.
You want to tell us what the message is today?
Yes, whatever you're looking for in life, you will find.
You didn't even have to read
No.
that. Okay. On that note, I'm really honored to be here. I look forward to these every time we get together to sit on the couch and talk in person. It's really an honor to be here with this amazing man.
Well, it's an honor to be with you.
Oof, oof, thank you.
Because you're coming out with the book that's at the printers,
It
Healing
is.
the Holes in Your Soul. Can't wait for it to come out. You know, we talk about this every week, but one of these days I'll be interviewing her.
Yeah, very soon, huh?
Yeah.
Oof, oof. I better get my stuff together, huh?
Yeah.
But this is the amazing book that brought us together. This is the Spiritual Primer by Dr. Michael Gross, and I love this book to the point where I was on an interview just the other day and I called it my
Thank you.
Bible. I did, and then when I listened to the replay, I'm like, but this is the true book that helped me, and I think that's why I look at it so highly. So I highly recommend that everybody else get a chance to get your hands on one too. Okay.
You know, I know the guy that wrote that book.
Yeah, he's sitting right here.
Oh, I get it.
My mom told me not. It's not polite to point.
Okay.
Okay. The thing is that we're going to put all the we're going to put all the contact information in the comments below so that you'll be able to go ahead and connect with Michael later, or you can connect with both of us, or you can just share the links. But before I get going, I'm going to go ahead and one more time, I'm to you now. This is my friend Dr. Michael Gross, and I will introduce you properly.
Thank you.
Right?
I appreciate that.
Okay. Here's his professional introduction, I will call it. I will do my
All
best.
right.
I will do my best. He is such an amazing person. It's hard for, I'm probably thinking everybody, I'm kidding here. I'm so relaxed and just sitting here talking to him. Um, the things that he's done in my life for me to change my life and taught me all the things that I know now. It's incredible. So yeah, we go way back apparently, right?
Yes, we do. Way back.
Way back. Okay, so here we go. Dr. Michael Gross is an author, professional keynote speaker, transformational coach, and an entrepreneur. For more than 3 decades, he has been on a spiritual path as an intuitive, a healer, a spiritual counselor, and a teacher. Through the guidance of spirit, don't kick the computer.
Excuse me.
See, we will never be really scripted because
Yeah,
we
never.
don't know.
It's not an earthquake, everybody. I just kicked the table.
Don't worry, don't run. It's okay. Um, Through the guidance of spirit, Michael has assisted others in their personal quest for self empowerment, helping them to create their loves. Oh my gosh, having word issues today, boy, I tell you. Okay, helping them to create the lives they have long sought and to bring forth their intuitive abilities. Michael currently teaches classes in spirituality, self empowerment, Reiki, and other modalities. In concert with God, the true source, he has also achieved great success and miraculous healings. He remains humble. Are you still humble?
I am. I'm just a conduit for the true source. That's all I am.
Knowing the work that he does all comes from God, the true source. He continues to remain humble. He lives in Lakewood, Washington, and he has just launched his nonprofit, the International Institute of Self-Empowerment. I look forward to working with him on that nonprofit. And on that note, I'm going to and just let Michael share his words of wisdom for us today.
Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure to have the opportunity to talk to you every Sunday or the replays. And there's so much going on in our life right now, and our life is getting busier and busier. And there's so much trauma going on, and fear, and doubt, and insecurity. And every time you watch the news, there's another threat or another problem coming up. And all these things are going on. And there's the old saying in the news, if it bleeds, it leads. And I've often wondered, why do people pay attention to all the drama, where there used to be newspapers or things you're looking online or TV or radio or whatever? And then, of course, there's the old story that you tell a lie long enough, everybody will believe it. So whether we're aware of all those things, it's important for you to look at yourself. That's the key. You have to look at yourself. And so, when I thought about what we would talk about in Ask the True Source, about, the things you're thinking about, and whatever you think about, you'll find, you'll become, this is a real important message. And it's so apropos at this time, because understanding it's so apropos. We are in a morass of fear and doubt and insecurity and judgmentalness. And Jesus said, judge not lest you be judged. And it's so interesting. Now, we all know that basic rights are food, clothing, and shelter, and preservation, of course. And so many things are going on that we're looking at making ourselves look younger through Botox or whatever you're doing, or makeup, or plastic surgery, or whatever is going on. But really, your true essence is not what you appear to be. Excuse me. It's actually how you relate to people. I'm going to need a little bit of water because I'm getting hoarse. Excuse me.
That's okay. It's very warm here today.
It is.
It's very warm
It's
today.
going to be 98 to 100, and so instead of needing medium rare, I'm becoming well done. So I'm becoming well done. Yeah. What I wanted to continue to share about with all of you is that, we're forgetting that we are the creator of our life. SOUL-SOLE, sole creator of our life. So whatever you're expecting to find or looking for, you're going to find it. Well, wait a minute. How will I find it? That's a good question. You're manifesting it. Everything you're doing, you're manifesting in your life. So whatever you expect to find, you'll find it. If you're looking for fears, doubts, insecurity, you're going to lose your job. You're going to have a terrible relationship. This person's going to get sick. You can come down with this sickness or illness. Whatever it is, you're creating it. You'll find it. I was looking and meditating about what is occurring at this time. And, we talk about the coronavirus, which is serious. And then I did a meditation. And I said, well, how come some people survive the pandemic? That the pandemic with bubonic plague and early 1600s, whenever it was, and the Spanish flu and other illnesses. And in fact, the bottom line is, the terminology that I use is that I don't have time for this. And I have a friend and his mother, she said, she had an exam by the doctor. And he said, well, you're coming down with breast cancer. And she said, I don't have time for this. I've got to do some missionary work. So she went. She was in Africa for 2 years, came back. They did another exam. It was gone. What does that tell you? See, whatever you expect to find, you will find. Whatever you're looking for, you will create. Whatever you're thinking, it will come into your life. But we are very good at fooling ourselves. Well, I'm going to be an expert skier. And you go and you ski and you injure yourself. Well, that doesn't work. Sure, it worked. Because subconsciously, you had a doubt. Therefore, when we state something, we have to look at our subconscious. Do we truly believe it with all our hearts? Do we truly believe that our life is going to be successful? Do we truly believe we're going to meet, I call it your made in heaven miracle mate? You truly believe you're going to be healthy and strong. You truly believe that everything you do will work out well. Do you truly believe that you'll be prosperous and abundant? Do you truly believe that you are unlimited, which is my mantra? So how many times can we kid ourselves? Because I call it kidding yourself. Because we are experts at lying to ourselves. But there is a group, and I use this as a reference again, and I'd like to reiterate, it's a southern group, a religious group. They drink strychnine and get bit by poison snakes. You know what happens? Zero. Nothing. Why? Because they believe they're impervious to it. And how many people are watching this that did a firewalk on hot rocks and never burned the soles of their feet? Mind over matter. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find. Think about those words. Think about those thoughts. Think about what's going in and about and on your life. See, the most important thing is we do not need others to influence us. We need truly to look deep within our hearts, and then all answers lie within. When I started my path, my original teacher said, or coach now, we have to use the proper word. I used to be a spiritual teacher, now I'm a spiritual coach. And she said, Michael, all answers lie within. But yeah, okay, sure. Mm-hmm. And then I discovered it all my lifetime. Yeah. I talked about listening to the thoughts of your soul. Everything is tied together in how you think and whatever you're looking for. And the reason it's all tied in, because whatever expectations you have, positive, negative, or even neutral, you are creating. You're creating by your thoughts. Thoughts have energy. They're magnetic and they draw it into your life. Think about that. Therefore, they talk about life being fatalism, everything preordained. No, it isn't. Not everything is preordained. Some things are, like your mission and goal. But it's up to you to follow your mission and goal, or to ignore it. And then, what happens? Really nothing in this lifetime, except you may come back again to renew it and review it. Everything in life is there to empower us. Everything in life that you meet to a challenge that you overcome, you become the winner. I remember long ago, True Source said, every challenge in your life empowers you and you learn. And I've noticed in my life when there's something I don't want to learn, come back over and over and over in different ways till I finally get it right. So if you're learning about self-worth, self-love, and self-esteem, and you're avoiding it because that's what you're expecting, you're going to avoid it, I'm not going to do it. It's going to hit you between the eyes over and over again till you finally get it. So there are two ways in life. You can take the circuitous route, which ends up the same way, or the straight road, it's your life. But really what I'm talking about is whatever your expectations are. This is what you're going to be creating. Your expectations are very powerful because the energy you put into whatever you're expecting to find, you are creating. Like someone will go, well, yeah, I'm going to win the lottery. Mm-hmm. Yep. And they truly don't believe they're worthy of it, they're not going to win it. Now that doesn't mean it's going to win tomorrow morning. But I remember there was a time, and I worked for an international corporation as their international spiritual consultant, and I was in Aruba. And we were at a gambling casino, and a friend of mine said, this is a lucky machine. I just pull a handle, and I always win. He goes, and he went over to it, and he won. Oh, that's pretty good. So I said, what if I think that positive? So I went to my room and took a break, and I thought, really thought, I'm going to win, I'm going to win, I'm going to win, I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. Put a dollar in, nothing. Put a second dollar in, hit the jackpot. Wow. And they looked at me because I was the second person to hit the jackpot and the one-armed bandit, which usually doesn't happen. And of course, well, I had all this abundance. What am I going to do with it? I said, I'm going to share this abundance because I love my wife and I bought her some beautiful jewelry. That's the point. Because my intentions were, at that time, whatever I expected to find, I did. And I believed it. So I use that simple example. And yet I meet people who said, well, you know, I'm manifesting winning the lottery, but I haven't won it. And what you're saying doesn't work. It does work. And here's the proof. Look at everything you created in your life, whatever you experienced. You believed it and opened up the door, meaning you let it come in. It all depends upon your belief system. In life, we have choices. You know, you can have steak, lobster, you can be vegetarian, you become a vegan, become a carnivore. You can be any of those things. You can be a doctor, a lawyer. You can be anything you so desire. You can avoid people. You can be around people. You can have prosperity and abundance. You can be poor. Everything that exists on this planet is for us to participate in and to experience. Remember, all life is nothing but an experience. But here we are on this beautiful planet having all these expectations. And there's conflict. I'm going to be well with the coronavirus. I'm going to be wealthy. There's not enough money. I'm going to get a new car. How can I afford it? I want to buy a new house. Where am I going to get the money? All these things go on in your mind, sometimes simultaneously. And of course, I'm going to reiterate, when you have a negative thought, you have to replace it with a positive thought. Because if not, there's no such thing as a vacuum in the universe. The old thought comes to fruition. Therefore, if you say something negative, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, cancel, cancel, cancel. Something positive. Tio likes this one. I like ice cream. Or I'm joyous, I'm happy, I like fun. Whatever it is. I repeat this message over and over again because as I share it with people, 2 weeks later, they're talking negative again. I go, remember 5, 4. Oh, yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And even myself that teach it and follow it. Once in a while, I have to catch myself in that. And I have to look back. What are my expectations? What am I expecting to find? Why in the dickens am I talking this way? Well, part of your belief system. Maybe it happened as a child, the doubt. Or maybe you ran into some negative things in your life and it changed your whole attitude. It can be any of those things. But whatever it is, it's so powerful. And I remember my surrogate brother on his honeymoon. He said, guess what? We are going to Tahoe and I'm going to get married. What do you mean we? You're going with your wife. And so in those days, they comped you. In other words, everything was picked up. You go, oh, here we go. And you have to gamble so many hours. Anyway, he kept losing and losing, borrowing money from me because I had a line of credit and borrowing. And he just says, he got married that night. We came back, had a sumptuous dinner. I woke up about 4 in the morning. Oh my God, he's gambling. So I ran down. What are you doing? I'm going to win. He was down $25,000. The end of 4 hours, he was even. Next day, he was up $25,000. Actually ended up winning $50,000. So he said, I'm going to win. He said, I am not winning. Now, cards are chance. But because he put that energy out there, he magnetized his thoughts. Magnetized, key word. He drew it into him. He just had intuitive or gut feelings. Nope, this is not a good hand to bet on. This is going to be good. He just did that and won all that money. Because why? Whatever he expected, he found. You can use that in life. Now, I'm not advocating for all of you to go out and gamble. Truly, please don't do that. But I'm showing you, the power of positive thinking. Norman Vincent Peale wrote a book, The Power of Positive Thinking. That's what we're here for. And let's change our expectations. Change our expectations to whatever you feel that brings joy. I know so many people have to be finite. Well, what does joy mean? Does it mean prosperity, abundance, perfect, la, 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 and on and on and on. And they have to enumerate every perfect word. And yet, your soul knows what brings you joy more than you do. It could be so simple as to walk down in the grocery store and see a little baby laughing. Boy, it touches my heart. Or seeing a little boy or girl on a teeter-totter, if they have that anymore. Or just running and laughing, playing hide and go seek if they do that anymore. Just the simple little things. And I remember, my daughter was telling me, actually my son was telling me about my daughter. And then he went to visit her and he bought her some toys. Actually, his nephew some toys. And he took out some pots and pans with a wooden spoon and was pounding on them. That was more fun than the toys. Sometimes the simplest things in life are really great, and we forget about it. And whatever you're expecting to find, you find. Keep your life simple. My gosh, I look at things today, and I remember when I was growing up, for a time my mother didn't work, just my father. And my mother decided she wanted to work. And they were acting as a team. And sometime in the 60s, all the prices went up and families had to work. Mothers and fathers had to work. And then they became imbued. I got to have this. I got to have that. Oh, the TV says on these ads, I got to have a boat. I got to have a new car. I got to have, a trailer, whatever that stuff. And I went through that too. Pretty soon you find you got all these toys, but my life isn't so simple anymore. I'm busy working to pay for everything. But that's what I expected to find because I want to have fun and had all these toys and it all cost a lot of money. And there was a time for this corporation. Here I am in the country, and it's Antigua, which you would pronounce Antigua. And they put me up in this beautiful Mediterranean Italian built home with all the accoutrements you could ever want. And I took a walked along the beach. And I noticed the people living in their homes, they had one central water system. All had to go to the fountain. And they were happy and they were singing. Life was so simple. And then I noticed the next day they were going to school. And the children had white uniforms that were really starched. And they were whiter than white. And I looked at that one. Wow. Less is more. They didn't have all the things. And I don't know if they had washing machines. I assume they did it by hand, but I don't know that. But I knew that they starched their clothing. They had to go to the central water system, get water to drink or cook food. And people were singing and dancing. And I went to a lot of their parties. Oh, wow. Isn't that amazing? And that's one of the things I wanted to talk to you about, is whatever you're expecting to find. So why don't you simplify, let's say that right, simplify your life. Make it simple so you can enjoy watching the bees go into the flowers and look for tree and honey, or watching the flowers grow, or watching the sunset. And my partner here, she's great with photographs, taking sunsets and all beautiful. And she's gotten many awards because she sees the beauty in life. Good work. And that's what we need to understand. What are you finding in life? Because what are you finding? You're creating. Why do you have to create something more and more and more? It's almost like being addicted. Instead of it being alcohol or drugs, addicted to something to make you happy. Oh, I get this, it'll make me happy. Then 3 weeks, a month later, well, I need something else. I need something else. I need something else. And you forgot that whatever you're looking for, you're creating. You're looking for happiness. You're looking for joy. But it's not on the outside. It's within you. It's the simplest things in life. I remember my mother when I would come home. Everybody remember? Some of us do. She was making oatmeal cookies and chocolate chip cookies. It was so great. Or she'd make homemade bread. If
Oh
you
my
haven't
gosh,
had
the
that,
bread.
oh,
You could smell it from the back door. You got me on the bread.
Oh.
Because she would make sure that she pulled it out of the oven right around the time we were coming home from school. And she would slice it. We would race to the kitchen table and just the bread, the moisture, the butter, it was perfect. And mom would just stand there wearing she had an apron, and she would stand there with the biggest smile because she knew at that moment she loved us so much and we enjoyed all her hard work, and that she spoiled us with simple things like the bread. Even today, my mom's been gone for a long time. Her birthday is on the 15th of this month. And if she was still here, she would be 92 now.
wow.
And that memory, when you said bread, it was like I could taste it just now. I could taste it and smell it. Those are the gifts we need to hold on to.
Yeah.
Sorry, I interrupted.
No, you didn't interrupt. It's beautiful. Some of you watching this, and probably you're a little younger, don't remember your mother's baking bread or making cookies or cakes or whatever. Do you know those simple things in life are so valuable? Because those are the memories we have. I don't remember all the toys I got for my birthday or Christmas. But I remember the cakes she used to make, or the pies, or the bread she baked. She even made homemade butter. Some of you may not remember, but they used to have glass bottles, and they delivered the milk. And they had a paper little tab on the top. And when you got the milk, it was really whole milk, and the cream would rise to the top. And in wintertime, it would freeze, and the cream would pop up. And she would make homemade butter. Like, oh, see the simple things of life, and that's what we need to begin to look at. That's what we need to begin to expect. I meet people who are so busy, going on vacation, going here, looking for happiness. They end up drinking too much or doing drugs or pot or whatever. Gosh, they're not listening to the thoughts of the soul. Stop looking outside for joy and happiness. Look within you, and it's there. Remember, sometimes you see a newborn baby and it's laughing. It's looking into space. What is a baby looking at? You know what? The baby's looking at their angels and guides. They see them until a veil of forgetfulness descends upon them around the age of 3. But that's another story. We'll talk about it another time. How are we doing on time, Tia?
Well, we need to wrap it up.
What time is? How much time do we
We
have?
only have a couple minutes left.
Well, thank you. Everyone, from my heart, I want to thank you so much for listening to us, for listening to our messages, for thinking about what we say, because our goal is to change your life, to find out who you truly are, to bring about love and joy and happiness, and everything that brings you love and joy and happiness, including not only prosperity and materiality, fun, laughter, perfect health, great friends like I have here, and appreciating everything in your life. Because remember, when it's all over with, how well did you love? What did you create? What did you experience? And what is your legacy in this world? Everyone, you are unlimited. And I just want to remind you again, every Tuesday evening, 6:30 Pacific Daylight Time to 7:30 Pacific Daylight Time, we have what I call the call-in. You ask for questions, spiritual questions. Hopefully I can answer them. And I leave a 10-minute message. So important for you. Because you are the solution. And we are making a difference. Thank you to you.
Thank you, Michael. That number, I'm going to put it in the comments, but if you're listening to this and you have a pen handy, 515-604-9000. 97.
515-604-9097.
And the access code?
125-446 pound. That's 125-446 pound. And I have about 180 plus messages at the end of each session. We only do one at a time, so it's not all 180. I'm sure you figured that out. They're about 10 minutes long, sometimes a little longer. And to you, would you give them that number?
I would love to.
Thank you.
It's 515-606 5211. One more time, 515-606-5211. And the access code, Michael?
125-446 pound. Same, 125-446 pound. And the messages start, I don't know why, starts at number 3 and it goes up to about 180, 81. Everyone, when you're bored, you want some inspiration, driving your car, or you need a little lift, listen to the messages. Thank you. Thank you to you for being on with me. Thank you for being who you are. And I look forward to us doing this next Sunday.
We will continue to do this because this is so much fun bringing these wonderful messages to you. And if you're around on Saturday,
This will be showing up.
this on Saturday, second Saturday of every month, I get it right. The second Saturday of every month, Michael, what do you do special on that day?
On the second Saturday of every month, I do what I call the Mass Consciousness Healing. It's so great. And it starts at 9:55 Pacific Daylight Time to 11:01 Pacific Daylight Time. I give you a message, and then we go in silence. And what we're doing is sending healing and love to the inhabitants on this planet. It's so exciting because the feedback is incredible. And your participation is so needed. And we're setting up a Facebook page. We'll have more inspiration, more information as well. But one of our beautiful people, I want to give Brad credit, came up with it. And it's called You Are the Soul-lution. You Are the Soul, SOUL-LUTION. It's so great to remember in life, you are the soul-lution. Thank you, everyone. And remember, you are unlimited.
Ready? The book, the spiritual primer, all the other stuff will be in the comments below. We are so grateful that you spent a little time with us today. And now we're going to give you back your Sunday, right?
Absolutely. Have a great day, everyone. A great week. And remember, what you're looking for, you're going to find. Watch your thoughts. Take
It's
care.
right here.
Namaste.
Namaste.